Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Today we're going to try and make this Meyer lemon pound cake. It looks delicious, but it does call for 10 tablespoons of melted butter. 10. So definitely not the healthiest thing to eat, but we'll share it with family, right? So I went ahead and dumped the mix already in the bowl, and this is one of my redone bowls. I'm going to try and mix everything with this wooden spoon. You definitely don't want to use the your whisk, your metal whisk, or the beaters. You know what I'm trying to say. The mixer, the the plug-in mixer. What is the correct term for that? But nothing that's going to scratch the finish on these bowls, because they do easily scratch. So we have out our 10 tablespoons of melted butter. I was trying to let it cool for a second so that the egg wouldn't curdle when we dump the egg in, and then 3/4 cup of water. And I have one of my redone loaf pans to use to bake in. This is the lemon glaze mix that goes on top. So we're going to put it all together and get it in the pan. Speaking of pans, I have these two pans that I'm going to put on my Poshmark, the gingerbread and the ho ho ho. They still have the tags on them, the stickers. And then these two canisters will be going up also. And I put them up individually because I don't want to attempt to package all this in one box, because it's not going to get to you in one piece. So I do that because I've had people buy multiple pieces, and it's just a nightmare to try and package. And keep in mind, the shipping label that the seller is given is basically for a 5 or 6 pound box. So some of these pieces get quite heavy, especially if you're putting tissue paper and tons of bubble wrap and whatever else to try and get it to you in one piece. You kind of exceed that limit on that original postage that the sellers provided. Then on my Facebook Marketplace, if you guys live in the Northern Virginia area, I'm putting up Santa's helper and the Christmas cookies with these two utensils. So those go up on my Facebook Marketplace because they are kind of quite heavy, and with all that open surface area there, I'm not sure how well those would get to someone through the mail, especially now that we're into the holiday season. So let's get started on the pound cake. We're going to dump everything in the bowl, get it mixed up, and get it in the pan to cook. Comment down below if you guys have tried this mix before. Okay, that's everything. We're going to go ahead and get it mixed up. I'm going to give this wooden spoon a try. I also have a whisk that's a redone whisk that has like plastic instead of metal, so I might use that. Okay, we're going to put that in a 350-degree oven, 8x4. I think I got the right loaf pan size, and it says 38 to 42 minutes. You can also make them as cupcakes if you want. And then we'll come back and make the glaze and see how this tastes. Okay, the pound cake is done. It took about 42 minutes. Got a little browner on the edges there, but I was waiting for the center for a knife to come out clean. So it says 38 to 42 minutes, and in my oven we definitely went 42 minutes. So I've loosened it from the sides. I'm going to try to get it out of the loaf pan. I did spray the pan. I should have used parchment paper. So we'll see how this, if it comes out. Wish me luck. Okay, that actually came out really easy. So that's one thing I will have to say for redone, the bakeware. It does work nice. I will give it that. You know, obviously they're very heavy pieces, but if I keep anything as far as bakeware, definitely like a loaf pan, square pan for making brownies, and then I also have the big lasagna size pan. They do bake really nice. So here is how it looks. not extremely tall. Not like, you know what I mean? Doesn't it seem like the pound cakes in the store are like bigger? We're gonna let this cool completely, and then we'll go ahead and put together the glaze. I'm assuming this is like powdered sugar with maybe a lemon hint to it, but you're gonna mix that with 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of water. So we'll make that up and glaze it after it's had a chance to completely cool. It smells delicious, and I tell you what, it has my apartment at 73 degrees in here now that the oven's been running, which is excellent. I have not turned the heat on yet for the season, so I'll just keep baking all winter long. So we'll be back when it's time to glaze and slice this pound cake up. Okay guys, I think it's cool. Let's go ahead and get the glaze on it. I found one of these Ray-Dun trays. Mixed up the glaze with just a couple tablespoons of water. And remember I was saying, well, why isn't it a little taller? This is actually like 8.5 by 5. So they recommend 8 by 4. So this is a little bit bigger. So I'm not going to fault myself. I think I cooked it correctly. So let's get the glaze on and slice up a piece of this pound cake. Okay, maybe not completely cool yet, because it crumbled a little when I was trying to cut into it, but it looks delicious. I think I'm gonna put the kettle on and have a hot cup of tea with this delicious lemon pound cake. Thanks for watching, guys.